Hey, what's up guys? Back with another stream, this time on PilotEdge. And we're at Lima 35, Big Bear City, near Big Bear Lake. Really nice area of California. Scenic, beautiful, lovely. I'm just going to do some pattern work, Sunday morning pattern work. And hopefully some folks from the VR Aviators group will join. Chat about that, stuff that's going on, some changes I'm making to my configuration. I talked about that a little bit in my last stream, that I was thinking about making some changes, which I have made, so I'll show you what those are, and well, talk about that. They're pretty simple. Yeah, so looking forward to doing a little bit of pattern work on PilotEdge. I'm already connected on PilotEdge, so 328 Tango Delta if you want to come over to Big Bear City. You see up in the left-hand corner there, we've got pretty simple area. You got Big Bear Lake right there to the west. Maybe we'll fly out over that a little bit. It's right pattern, as you can see there, runway 8, and that's what we'll be flying today. So we're up way up in the mountains, 6,700 feet, so pretty high elevation. And yeah, so looking forward to it. You guys are doing okay. I appreciate all the people that have signed up for the Aviators, the VR Aviators group on Facebook. It's VR Aviators group on Facebook. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. So let me turn this music off here. Get the flying. Say hello in the chat, guys, if you like. Like I said, pretty simple today. Just going to be doing some pattern work here. So let's see, let's take a look at the airport. Got that in my binders on Flight Plan Go. I just put up a video that you might want to check out too if you haven't already. It's how I export from SkyVector to the GPS in X-Plane, the GPS systems in X-Plane. The SkyVector doesn't have native FMS files. It's FPL files, which is like the Garmin format, I think. So there's this little app called, or script called FPL to FMS that you can get on X-Plane.org. I just basically, the video goes through it. It's real simple, and it just makes it a lot easier. So check that out. All right, so we've got, we're going to do patterns on 8, right traffic. And yeah, I want to start doing more right traffic because I always do left traffic, and I feel like I need to improve on right traffic. As weird as that sounds, but it's kind of true. So in any event, that's where we are here. I'm going to put this on topographical. There's our airport right there. See, and I'm going to kind of sink this down here just so you can see the patterns. Be kind of cool. All right, let's see. Let's get this puppy started up. So first, as you notice here, my camera freeze. No, if you notice here in this video on the lower left hand side, I've got my yoke back. So I've decided to stop using the Thrustmaster T1600M with the Cirrus SR20 because it's not realistic. And the reason is that with this stick, okay, the pitch, okay, is not accurate. In other words, so if you tilt this forward, you're not actually doing what you would do in a Cirrus. In a Cirrus, you would push forward or pull back, not tilt. So that's one subtle difference, but the main difference is with the yoke, when you tilt, the plane goes wherever the yoke goes. That's probably the best way to explain it, okay? The plane goes wherever the yoke goes, right? So if you tilt forward, it keeps going forward until you move it back to the middle, and then when you move it back to the middle, it's going to level off, right? That's how a normal yoke works. The way the stick works is if I tilt forward on the stick, I start to go down, and then if I bring the stick back to middle, I'm still going down. In order to get the plane to go to ascend, I have to pull back on the stick. Okay. But really what should happen, and I haven't found a way to do this. Maybe there's a way to do it with the stick. I haven't found a way to do it. What should happen is wherever the stick is where the plane should be going, right? So if I have it down, I should be going down. As I pull up, the plane should come back up. So it's not realistic. I'd rather use one hand on this for the yoke. Because really in a Cirrus, if I go inside here, okay, you can see the yoke right there, right? Right here, moving right there. The Cirrus is, it's really a one-handed yoke. It's not a stick, it's a yoke, right? So I've decided to go back to the yoke. That's the short story. Jappy, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it. So that's the short story. I'm gonna stick with the yoke, and that'll make it easier because then I don't have to reconfigure stuff when I fly other planes too. So let's get myself centered here. All right, we're good there. And okay, we are on PilotEdge. So I want to start up, and I gotta set my radio, make sure my radios are set. So let's get the batteries on. And mixture to full. Throttle to 3/4 and clear prop. Okay. I'm gonna do a run up and all that stuff just to make sure everything's cool. Let's get the alternators on. Avionics. That'll come on. Get our landing and strobe lights on and our pitot heat on. And that should be good to go. I'm going to set the heading bug to 080. Set heading bug to 080. Set heading bug to 080.
Heading bug set to 080 degrees.
Right, so that's the runway right in front of us there. So we're on runway 08. And yeah, you can see which way we're facing. Right on the topographical to the left of us there is Big Bear Lake right over there. So when we do our right patterns, we'll be flying over the lake, which is kind of cool. Let's set the trim to takeoff. So we want that little blue button right to the middle. Okay. And we'll go through the checklist. Just let the plane kind of warm up here a little bit. How long is the stream? I just started flying, so we're just going to do some patterns at PilotEdge. So yeah, so we're just going to do some pattern work. All right, let me just check out my sectionals again. I want to make sure I got my let's see, 122.75. 122.75 is COM 1. That's set. ATIS is 135.9. Yep. So my comms are set. I want to set the. There you go. I want to switch this. Set COM 2 to 121.5.
COM2 set to 121.5.
All right, so that's my 121.5 is the PilotEdge main frequency, so I want to be able to listen to that. So, but before we do anything, let's listen to the weather.
Big Bear City weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 9, dew point -15. Altimeter 2939.
Okay, good. 2939. I'm just going to hit my altimeter button so I know my deck is 36751. That's the deck, right? So I know when I'm doing my patterns, I want to be at 7751 or 78 around there, 7,800 feet. That's going to be the top of the pattern. Just as a measure. So that's good. Let's see, what else do I need to do here? So I think, let me get my transponder on. I want to squawk altitude, and you can see it'll turn green when I hit that, okay? Because when you're on PilotEdge and you're flying VFR, you need to squawk altitude. I'm just going to keep nearest airport on just in case, even though I really don't need it. Don't need the GPS. That's pretty much it. I'll do the run-up right here, all right? So let's get our checklist. Oh, great, Jappy. I'm glad that video was helpful. Yeah, Jappy is saying that the video from yesterday about the Sky Vector was helpful. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so before starting engine, we did all this stuff. Let's do Starting engine. Oh, make sure we covered all these things. Brakes, master, gyros. So we're at 539 and 539. I want to make sure those, or compasses. Want to make sure the compasses are set. Mixtures, enrich, power lever. Oh, they want the power lever full forward when you start the engine. I put it at 3/4. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, come on, fly inside. Get me back. There you go. Fuel pump is on. We cleared prop, power lever, oil pressure. We'll check all that stuff. Altimaster switches are on. Avionics on. Engine parameters. We'll monitor those. External power. We don't need that. And amps. So let's go to the next one. And actually, let me pull this up here. So flaps, we're going to go to 1 on that. Radio and avionics we set. Cabin heat, we don't care. Fuel selector, we're good there. And let's see. Cabin heat, we don't care. Fuel selector,
Oops.
we're good there. What did I just do? I just turned on the video, the audio for the video inadvertently. All right, let me just make sure I'm good here. Okay. So before taxi, we're gonna, well, flaps will be up. Before takeoff, we're gonna make sure our door is shut, cap handle is good. We'll do all that stuff, and we'll do the. I guess we'll do the run up over there. All right, so that's good. I am signed on to PilotEdge already. We could just turn on COM 2 here, and I'll switch.
R6545 traffic on a appears to be about a 2-mile final for runway 29er. Report for site.
Traffic inside November 4 and 5.
That's just to confirm.
Traffic runway 29er clear option.
That's just to confirm that
Number
we're
clear for the option runway 29, and that's going to be a full stop landing. November 4 and 5.
That's just to confirm that we're on PilotEdge. So we're good to go there. Tanks are equal, so we're going to go through this checklist before we take off, but we're going to be doing patterns, right patterns on 08 from Big Bear City, and we need to talk to CTAF to do that, and that's what we're going to do. You knew how to use SkyVector, but not how to transfer to X-Plane. Cool. Well, I'm glad that was helpful. All right, so let's see. I'm going to attempt to put the chat in. What do you call it again? In the cockpit, but sometimes it screws things up, so we shall see. Menu, sim, add import window, chat, add, enter sim. There it is. Put it right there. Hopefully, I'll still be able to use my mouse. Nope, it's hung up. Damn it! Well, I can't put chat in the window. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's do this here now. So let me get back to my topographical. Over here, make this a little bigger. And that should be about the pattern right there. All right, so again, I'm using my, going back to the yoke. Good old yoke. And, not sure why. It looks like is my stream frozen? Hope not. No, all right, good. Thought the stream was frozen there for a second. All right, cool. All right, so let's do some flights here, guys. Some flying. Big Bear City, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, taxiing from General Aviation to runway 08, Big Bear. All right, here we go. Fuel pump's good. Flaps, we'll set those to 1. Autopilot we don't need. Navigation's good. We don't need that. Heat good. Brakes are good. We're going to be checking them. And then we're going to go do a run up over on 8. So here we go. Now the nice thing about having this joystick is that I'm going to be able to use the buttons on it for various stuff, which is cool. So like I have this button here. That'll show that view. Which is kind of cool. Although I have to get used to doing it. Don't have a whole lot of time to stream today, but I'm going to do a few laps. Now, for some reason, I do have Ortho 4XP in this area, and for some reason, it's not showing up here. I'm going to have to figure that out, because this would look a lot better with Ortho, I think. Doesn't look like it's showing up. I'm going to be redoing all my Ortho anyway. Planning on buying a big hard drive and doing a bunch of Ortho in a bunch of different areas. Or we do have a little run-up area over here, so I guess we'll take advantage of that. In case anybody else shows up. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
Okay, one thing I have to do is I have to yeah, it's 12 o'clock now, so I probably only have about a half hour here. All right, let's do our pitot heat's on, voltage. Okay, we did all that stuff. Let's go to next. Ford taxi. Okay, we're going to do our magneto. So let's go to, let's get this thing up to 1700. It's kind of hard to get it on 1700, so we'll do our best here. There you go. All right, then we're going to go to the right magneto. I have a button set up for that. We should drop down about 100. Ooh, a little bit more. Might have some foul plugs. I don't know. Let's go back to both. See what the other one does. I don't think this plane has foul plugs. That one's just about the same, so it seems like they're probably okay. So back to both. We're good there. And before takeoff, let's go. We did all this. We've got our trim set already. Autopilot is off. Let's go back. Let's just check our engine parameters. Let's go back to idle. And everything's looking good. So I'm going to switch to the right tank now, since we burned a little bit of fuel there. And let's do some patterns. Here we go. Big Bear City, Cirrus 320 Tango Delta, departing runway 08 for right pattern work. Big Bear. All right. Nobody coming in. Now, sometimes on these airports, the AI is going the wrong way. All right, flaps to 1, which were good, and let's go. Remember, right patterns. All right, we wanted 65 knots to rotate. There's 60. And 65 and rotate. Nice and easy. Yeah, so much better to be using this. Get to an end of our runway. Make our turn. Flaps up. Big Bear City, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning right, crosswind runway 08, Big Bear. I'm just leaning out the engine a little bit because we are really high up, so I just don't seem to be getting any power from the engine, so that I'm thinking that might be because it's too much gas going into it. Cirrus 328 Tango, Big Bear City, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, making a right downwind turn, runway 08, Big Bear. There's the lake. Right there. There's our airport. We're a little wide. That's okay. Probably about where we want to be. We're coming up to the top of the pattern. Well, we should be at the top of the pattern by now. But we'll hold it there. And then we'll start to go downhill here. Get ready for our base turn. Starting to get a little velocity now. Flaps to 1. Big Bear traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning right base for touch and go, runway 08, Big Bear. Alright. Beautiful glacier kind of colory water there in Big Bear Lake. Alright. There's our runway there. Big Bear Lake, Big Bear traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning right, final, touch and go, runway 08, Big Bear. I keep saying Big Bear Lake. I just say Big Bear, it's easier. Flaps to full. Yeah, that plane just took up off the other way. That's a drone. So that's what I hate about X-planes. The drones, that drone's taken off the wrong way. I mean, how can you set this? I wonder if there's a way to set that, like when the drones take off the right way. Because that happens at French Valley too. Much better than using that stick. The stick was too easy. Flaps up. Throttle up. And flaps to 1, sorry, and rotate. You know what? I think we're going to depart out to fly over the lake a little bit. Let's do that. Big Bear traffic. Cirrus 328 Tango Delta turning right crosswind runway 08. Big Bear. Yeah, for some reason, I just can't gain the speed with this plane for some reason up here. Maybe it's the altitude. I mean, I've got it leaned out. I'm not sure. Not sure what's going on. Right there, I'm dropping. Oh, maybe because I'm climbing too hard. Who knows? Big Bear traffic 08. That's the 328 Tango Delta turning right downwind runway 08. Big Bear. Oops, just looking at the monitor there. All right, let's depart the pattern here. Sorry, kind of got a little bit off track there. Big Bear traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta departing the pattern to the west. Big Bear. Fly around the lake a little bit. That's why I wasn't gaining. I had the flaps up, or flaps down. Yeah, I for some reason the ortho isn't right here. I have to check that out. Well, actually, the shorelines look right. They don't look jaggedy, so maybe it is okay. Could be just the highways are messed up. Usually you could tell if the ortho's not right because the shoreline of water bodies are like squared. And those look okay, I guess. Got level flight going here. So you're looking at getting a gaming computer at the end of December? Okay, that would be great, yeah. It's a lot of fun flying in VR, that's for sure. It's a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys joining the stream. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching, please hit that subscribe button, and there's a little bell icon next to that. Hit that too, and you'll get a notification when I'm streaming or if I put up a new video. Most of my content on the channel is X-Plane and VR Flight. I do play a couple other games here and there that I kind of enjoy, you know, so. But for the most part, it's X-Plane. Just want to explore over here and see what's over here. Probably should have the COM 2 on here.
Six Alpha Charlie Rod. On departure, fly heading 220, radar vector Seal Beach, then as filed. Maintain 2000, expect 4000 when there is after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 6610.
Is that a dam there or a waterfall? Not sure what the hell that is there. Thought it was kind of interesting. Oh, turn around here.
Air 6 Alpha Charlie Rod, correct.
Yeah, I think that definitely the ortho's okay here. I think it's just the roads make it look weird. Like that road, that mountain road is very odd.
140 Las Vegas Tower, wind calm, runway 26 right, clip takeoff.
That's beautiful down there. So amazing in VR. The depth is just incredible. Big Bear traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta. We are 8 miles west of the airfield. We'll be making a straight-in touch-and-go landing, Big Bear, on 08 Big Bear. So we'll make a straight-in touch-and-go.
2900 south for Charlie Gentleman ground. Verify squawk 6610 squawk altitude.
So now you're hearing all of PilotEdge there. Get my binoculars out. See where the runway is.
6 Alpha Charlie, just verify your recycle your code. Verify squawk 6610.
Be a nice place to visit or even live. Beautiful.
6 Alpha Charlie, that worked. Runway 20 left. Taxi via Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo. 6 Delta Charlie, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
Big Bear, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta on 5 mile final for runway 08, Big Bear.
HAVA, Roger. Report established on the route. Sky 30 Charlie, turn right heading 160, just maintain 3,400.
Big Bear traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta on 3 mile final for runway 08, touch and go, Big Bear. Hopefully there won't be a drone coming the other way. Sometimes I've had that happen here. You're landing and they're taking off over top of you. I think I got time for one more loop, guys. Much better than this stick. Full power. Keep her straight, baby. And rotate. That was a little squirrel. I'm so used to flying that stick that it was so easy that I got to get used to the, I have to get used to the yoke again, but it's good. All right, flaps up. Which they were already up. Big Bear, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning right, crosswind runway 08, pattern work, Big Bear. I think what it is because of that hill, I want to bring the plane up, and I bring the plane up on that right crosswind turn, and it causes me to slow down. I think that's what's happening. So I'm trying to get up in the pattern, right? So I'm at 30, 73, 74, coming to 74. Big Bear traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning right, downwind runway 08, Big Bear. Yeah, gonna be a short stream today, guys. I've got to be somewhere at 1 o'clock, so I just wanted to come on, say hello, do a little pattern work, do a little flying for the day, and then sail off into the sunset. Mostly I wanted to get back, you know, I wanted to work patterns using the yoke again, rather than that stick. Now, I'm still going to use that stick for, like, maybe helicopters, definitely the glider. I think it would be better for the glider. Well, it's the same thing with the glider as far as the pitch goes, but I think it would be cool to have us use a stick for the glider. And basically, using a stick in a flight simulator like this is kind of like cheating. That's the way I look at it. It's not giving you a realistic... Like, if I go like this, the plane comes back or goes down when I center it, right? All right. I think you guys get the idea. Flaps to 1. Top of the pattern here, so start to go downhill. Big Bear traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning right, base for runway 08, full stop, Big Bear. See that? You just appear over there, see your runway, get yourself lined up. That's the beauty of VR. Just really easy. Look in front of you, look to your 2 o'clock, and see it. Big Bear traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning right, final runway 08, full stop, Big Bear. Flaps are full. And let's get her lined up. Watch your speed. Don't want to stall. Flaps up. Hit the brakes. Come on. We'll take the next ramp. Go over to our hangar. Big Bear traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, clear runway 08, Big Bear. All right, we're going to taxi. Got a lot of Cessnas here. Nice hangars here. I think this is one that they updated with 11.05. That's what it looks like. All right, let's go over here. We'll just park it right here, so they can push us in. See the outside. Oh, good. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
All right, let's get mixture off, key to off, and get all our stuff off here. And we are cold and dark. Beautiful. And that's how you do that. Well, appreciate you guys watching. Let me just check chat here. Looks like you guys had a few questions here. Ernesto, is this Oculus Rift? What are my... Yes, this is Oculus Rift. And what's the resolution? Well, the resolution inside the Oculus Rift is just above like 1080p when you combine both eyes together. It's like 1200 in each eye, but so it's a little bit above 1080p. What you're seeing is the Oculus mirror, and that's not really representative of what I see. That's a little bit blurry to what I see. A little bit clearer than that, but yeah, so that's basically it. Jappy, can you do maybe your YouTube setup? Not sure what you mean by that. Can you fly over the whole world in X-plane? Yes, you can. You can. It would take a lot of space on your computer, but you can have the entire world map on your computer if you want for X-plane. And at every airport and building. I'm not sure how many they have, but if you have a specific airport that you want to fly into, you can get like special detailed scenery. There's a lot of information about that. As far as the computer setup, if you look at the description, it says exactly what I have. As far as the processor, CPU, and memory. Sorry, processor, my GPU, and memory. Just look in the descriptions, and you can see what I have for the basic system. It's 6700i processor, 32 gig of memory, and it's I have a 1080 Ti, EVGA 1080 Ti SC GPU. That's my setup. So yeah, so that's gonna do it, guys. I appreciate you watching. I know it was a short stream today, but have to go do something right now. So in any event, thanks for your time, guys, and hit that like button if you like what you saw today, and don't forget to subscribe to Bambino Games for more X-Plane 11 in VR on PilotEdge. Take care, guys.